Welcome to Magic to Millions,
We document this guy's journey
where I take this stuff.
and turn it into this stuff.
Alright guys, welcome back. So this week will be the last week before the graded reviews go up. So we have 3 of them coming. 2 of them are really great. One of them was okay, not so bad. And then I have a PCG review coming out as well. So I have a bunch of graded reviews coming up in the next few weeks. We did really, really well overall. Some stuff we got railed on, some stuff we didn't. Kind of is what it is. But so we're moving into Christmas time, right? Happy holidays, guys. It's Christmas. Stay fun. Have fun with your families. Enjoy it. Play board games. Go do your thing. Drink, eat, be merry, etc. That being said, moving into the new year. So I was debating picking up a pretty decent amount of Ravnica Remastered. We got some initial prices from MVP. WotC did not reduce the numbers at all. Boxes pre-ordered for draft were $145. Collector boxes were $240 something. MVP did not sell out of their flash sale. They might have sold out of them now. I haven't checked. But yes, so they didn't do a price fix at all. So what I was honestly kind of expecting and what I was ready to do was go pretty hard on it if they adjusted the price, because they legitimately fire sold the crap out of it. Kind of a fat rip. They didn't. They kept the prices nice and high, and everyone is just kind of like, well, have the middle finger, bro, because like we don't necessarily need it. There's doubling season, like Smothering Tithe apparently is getting the 17th reprint for the year. Doubling season's been reprinted. Eldraine. It had 2 reprints. It was Eldraine and something else. Commander Masters, maybe? I don't remember. But it's had 2 full-on reprints recently. And it's getting reprinted again in Ravnica Remastered with, like, a serialized version. But, like, oh, man. But, like, it's just not there for me now. I'm like, oh, man, you're just not getting the hype anymore. Like, I'm just not seeing the plus EV anymore that I was hoping. Like, at, like, $115, $120 a box, I probably would have bought a few cases of draft. If the collector boxes were back priced like appropriately, like $180, $190, where a lot of the other sets have been, $195, I would have been there. I would have bought. Like, but they want full-on market price after dumping a bunch of product on Amazon for effectively like 20, 30% off distro by the time it ships and pay handling and whatever else. Like, it's just not worth it. So yeah, that's kind of a bummer for me, because I was looking forward to hopefully picking up some decently priced product. But that being said, what did work out is the Flesh and Blood deal that I mentioned last week. If you guys need heavy hitters, please get in touch with me. I negotiated with a buddy of mine a pretty good rate, and we have a very large quantity of boxes now. So I officially can offer, for the first time ever, to people on the channel, Flesh and Blood at a very aggressive rate. I'm not going to be looking to break, map rules or anything else like that, but, if you need boxes, please get in touch with me. We'll get you taken care of. I have about 150 left, I think. I was originally given 400, and 200 or 250 already accounted for, I believe. So there is still quite a few left if you guys would like some, so get in touch with me and let me know. That's kind of my way of giving back to you guys. And, again, it's like, welcome to the power of bulk buying and buying negotiations. It's just kind of a fun thing. It was a nice Christmas surprise. It worked out really well, and there's the future promise of more, and, I'd like to keep building that relationship. So, if you guys need it, let me know. And I did allude to that in one of my last videos, so there was someone that actually commented and said, oh, dude, let me know. And so, I messaged you back, dude, and let me know. Shoot me an email. But yeah, so that was kind of the update there. I had a ton of orders this week. I had a crappy feedback from some guy get removed, and then all my orders just like shot through the roof again. I had 29 orders in 3 days, so I'm averaging about 10 orders a day again. Just goes to like show you guys, like, bad feedback does actually really hurt the sellers. If it's warranted, it's warranted. But like the guy literally said, yeah, go ahead. So I did it. And then he gave me bad feedback for it. So they removed it. I don't know what to tell you, man. Like if I ask you and you say yes, and you say, he said no, then go pound sand, dude. Like bug off. But yeah, so that was kind of how that went. Pitiless Splendor's flat. Graded's flat. Yeah, it's kind of flat in the Magic world. Flesh and Blood's doing great. Wise is doing great. Yu-Gi-Oh is reprinting everything, so that's doing great. It's pretty standard for them now. So I don't buy Yu-Gi-Oh. But I do sell all my. I do give all my Yu-Gi-Oh to Ruxin though. So if you guys have Yu-Gi-Oh, let me know. I'll just pass it on to him. But yeah, let's see what else is popping. MetaZoo is in the dumpster. Oh my God, Hello Kitty was a failure. I know certain people are trying to say that it's not a fire, but it's kind of a fire. That was just not good. The sale went terribly. I do still hold some MetaZoo. I have a case of Nightfall left, some random boosters, and then I have probably like 12 or 1,300 singles left, I think, something like that. My cost basis on all of it is like $1 a box or $2 a box, so it doesn't really matter. And then the singles were all free effectively, just from like buying and opening and just like cost basis. It's one of those things that kind of just worked out the way it did. So we're just sitting on that and just patiently waiting. Regardless of how bad their market is, I do believe Rudy is hell-bent on like keeping it and sustaining it. So I'm just going to contentedly sit here and wait. It is only 25,000 and 50,000 boxes for Nightfall on CN1. So, I mean, you know, at some point, natural attrition is just going to happen. There's not enough supply to meet that demand. And as long as the company continues to just push out and push out and push out and push out, at some point it will just work out, or they're going to go bankrupt. But they don't seem to be going bankrupt just due to the amount of product and the fires, like the little mini sales they do, the fire sales. They do so many of those. I don't think the company is ever going to run out of money at this rate. They seem to be doing fairly well, and they're also still moving enough product to pay for everything and keep the doors open and keep the lights on. And it just kind of is what it is. So it's just kind of sitting there. But yeah, that'll kind of be it for the market stuff. I'm getting more bulk put up. Sales are increasing is kind of a good sign to see. Singles in general for the Magic market, right? So Magic right now, to me, doesn't feel investable from a high-end standpoint. And let me explain that. So a high-end Magic collection would be like ABU, graded slabs, top graded master sets, legends, sealed ABU, starters. This stuff just keeps going down. And it doesn't seem to have a hard floor yet. There's some people that are buying and picking up at the bottom. And it's a decent number of people, but those people are in the game for 5 to 10 years and they're content waiting. And that's a good thing, but the problem that we have is that moving into high-end Magic is painful right now. And it's an amazing time to move in if you have the free capital, but don't expect it to gain anything right now. However, that being said, now is an amazing time to buy raw Magic. And what is raw Magic? I'm talking like just the physical cards that have a set value. Pick up your raw Mox Diamond, pick up your raw Gaia's Cradle, pick up your raw Chains, pick up your raw Moat. This is the time to pick up these kinds of singles. Alpha, Beta, Unlimited, I would probably stay away from the duels for the most part, to be completely honest with you, and most of the singles. The power is probably what I would target specifically, and only the power. The Unlimited power is moving. It's moving well. Beta power and Alpha power is a little slower, but it's moving, and it's moving well enough that collections and vendors are able to buy large collections and keep a little bit of power. So everyone is in this accumulation phase now. Sorry, my back scratches. I've been sick for a couple of days. So everyone's in this accumulation phase right now, and that's a good thing, because we want people to be selling and accumulating. Sell and accumulate. Sell and accumulate. That's what I'm doing. I'm selling and accumulating. My goal is to always accumulate a little bit more, accumulate a little bit more. Every time I sell 80%, keep 20, sell 80%, keep 20, sell 80%, keep 20, and keep chunking up the margin and keep growing it. And there's more and more vendors that are doing that now in the high-end singles, but only in the raw. Graded is still not getting touched. Graded is going to be the last thing to move, which is probably why it's a really good time to buy graded. It's going to be painful if you buy graded. You might see it go down another 10 or 20 or 30%, or even 40% depending on what card you buy and how much. But it's a good time to buy it because there's certain cards that just don't freaking exist. I was talking to someone earlier today about this, right? I have it's a Dakon Blackblade, right? It's one of 8 quads in the world. 8. It's also the last graded quad, and it was graded 500,000 cards ago from BGS in the pop. Think about that. 500,000 cards ago. That's a lot of cards. That's the 11 series of BGS, which is probably like, God, it's got to be at least 4 to 6 years ago now that got graded, and no new quads have been added to the pop report since. Most of the quads are in set collectors' hands, and you can go verify this on the BGS registry. You can go see who has the biggest legend sets, and basically the top 5 guys all have quads. One guy has the 10, which means 4 of the quads are gone, the 10 is gone, and I have the other one, which leaves 2 quads, or 3 quads? Yeah, 3 quads unaccounted for, and I think 1 or 2 of the others are in sets, and I believe the guy who has the 10 still has his old one. That leaves basically 1 to 3 in the market, period, that are available. These guys that have these big sets are not going to sell their collection in the bottom of a market because most of them don't need to sell. So why would they sell at the bottom? That just doesn't make sense. These guys are not big collectors to sell at the bottom of the market. They're big collectors to buy. They want to own the biggest sets. They want to own the highest graded sets. They don't want to sell the highest graded sets at the bottom of the market. Like, no one wants to do that has these collections. Some randos have done it with the alpha set that got sold, the PSA alpha set that got sold. Sold it at auction. I think the guy actually did fairly well overall. He got higher offers than he ended up selling it for as singles, I believe, as a set, but you know, it's his choice. So this card, even though it's probably the only one on the market, period, or will be, period, ever, I'm still having a hard time selling it because this asset is such a unique, one-of-a-kind asset now at this point that it just doesn't sell. And as long as you wait and play the patience game, one of 2 things happens. Either the market recovers, or B, you get the price you want. So it's always that catch-22 of like, how much money do you want? Do you want to wait out the market? And it's just kind of a where do you want to sit in the balance of the game, right? And it's just, you don't really quite know where it's going to fall. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. So quick summary, Ravnica Remastered's a bust. That sucks. I got hooked the heck up with Flesh and Blood with heavy hitters, so if you need that set, let me know. I did not flip you off, I was just scratching my nose. Magic high-end sucks. It's getting better, but it sucks. Magic singles are doing great. Raw, specifically. Let's see, what else? Metazoo's in the pooper. No surprises. I'm waiting. And that's kind of about it. Have a happy holidays, guys, and we'll talk to you better. Talk to you soon. There we go. Talk to you soon. And, you know, guys, I am still looking for that Visions box, so if you do have a Visions box, please let me know. I'm looking for one specifically. And on that note, guys, have a happy holiday, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.